The Philippine Air Force stands at a pivotal moment in its history. For decades, it has operated with a limited and aging fleet, often relying on subsonic trainers, light attack aircraft, to patrol its vast maritime territory. Now, as part of a comprehensive modernization program, Manila is on the cusp of acquiring a true multi-role fighter. This decision is not just about buying new hardware, it is about defining the nation's defensive posture for the next 30 to 40 years. The choice will shape how the Philippines protects its sovereignty and responds to a wide array of potential security threats in an increasingly complex region. The selection process has narrowed down to two of the world's most renowned single-engine fighters. On one side, the American-made F-16 Fighting Falcon. The General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon is an icon of modern air power. Born from the lightweight fighter program in the 1970s, it was designed to be a relatively low-cost, high-performance air superiority dayfighter for the United States Air Force. However, its brilliant design proved so versatile that it quickly evolved into a true multi-role workhorse. Over the decades, the F-16 has been continuously upgraded, with the latest Block 70/72 Viper variant representing the pinnacle of its development. It now features a powerful active electronically scanned array, radar, advanced avionics, the ability to carry a massive arsenal of air-to-air and air-to-ground munitions. It is a battle-proven veteran, having served with distinction in numerous conflicts and operated by over 25 air forces around the globe. In contrast, the Saab JS-39 Gripen is a product of a different era and a unique strategic calculus. Developed in Sweden during the 1980s, its design was shaped by the country's policy of armed neutrality. The name JAS reflects its multi-role nature, jacked attack spanning. When evaluating fighter jets, the initial sticker price is only the tip of the iceberg. The total cost of ownership over the aircraft's service life is the critical metric. Gripen and F-16 present a study in contrasts. The F-16 blocks 70 seconds. Viper is a premium aircraft with a high acquisition cost. A package deal can run into the billions. Jets, spare parts, training, weapons package. That initial outlay can be a significant hurdle for the Philippines. The Philippines must balance its modernization budget across all branches. The Saab Gripen CD is offered at a more competitive acquisition price. Saab positions itself as a cost-effective alternative, financing options, industrial cooperation, technology transfers. Lower entry cost lets a country acquire a larger fleet or spend savings on supporting infrastructure and munitions. Training programs and new hangars, radars, munitions, investments that increase real capability. Gripen is designed to be fuel-efficient and requires fewer maintenance hours per flight hour. Cost per flight hour for Gripen is among the lowest, often estimated at less than half an F-16. The ability to maintain a fleet of advanced fighter jets is just as important as the ability to fly them. A fighter grounded for repairs is a useless asset. The complexity and cost of maintenance can quickly cripple an Air Force's operational readiness. This is an area where the design philosophies of the Gripen and F-16 diverge. The F-16 is relatively maintenance-intensive. It needs specialized ground support equipment and a large inventory of spare parts. The global F-16 network ensures parts are available, but also creates dependency on a long, bureaucratic international supply chain. Customs and delays can ground jets for weeks. The Gripen was designed for ease of maintenance and dispersed operations doctrine. Small teams of conscript-level technicians can do the work with minimal equipment. Key components are modular and accessible via large service panels. A built-in health and usage monitoring system speeds diagnostics. Its engine can be removed and replaced in a matter of hours. So, let's talk a bit about what it's actually like for pilots and ground crews to operate these jets. A modern fighter jet is a fusion of advanced aerodynamics and powerful computing. The F-16 Block 70 seconds has a state-of-the-art cockpit with multifunction displays, but its architecture traces back to 1970s designs. It can present a steep learning curve for pilots transitioning from older aircraft. Mastering radar modes, weapon systems, and electronic warfare requires extensive training. For the PAF, pilots moving up from the FA-50PH Saab Gripen CD and especially Gripen E are known for an intuitive human-machine interface. Designed from a clean sheet in the digital age, the Gripen's cockpit and software reduce pilot workload. Sensor fusion and advanced data link let pilots see a clearer, fused tactical picture. Pilots who've flown both say Gripen is easier to fly and fight, letting them focus on tactics not systems. The Philippine Air Force operates in one of the most challenging environments in the world. As an archipelago of over 7,600 islands, the nation has an exceptionally long coastline and a vast exclusive economic zone to monitor and protect. This maritime domain is really the country's lifeblood: fisheries and natural resources. The primary mission of a future PAF fighter fleet won't be engaging in large-scale dogfights, but instead, conducting long-range maritime patrols, asserting air sovereignty over contested features in the South China Sea. This requires an aircraft with good range, long patrol endurance, and capable sensors optimized for maritime surveillance. The country's geography also presents significant logistical hurdles. The PAF's main air bases are concentrated in just a few locations, making them vulnerable targets in a potential conflict. A core component of a resilient defense strategy is the ability to disperse air assets to smaller secondary airfields across the archipelago, so any new fighter must be capable of operating from shorter runways, airfields with less than perfect infrastructure, and with minimal ground support. The Philippines is a developing nation with many competing priorities: infrastructure, education, healthcare. The defense budget is still modest. The chosen aircraft must offer maximum operational availability and combat effectiveness for every peso invested. In short, the PAF needs a scalpel, not just a sledgehammer. When viewed through the lens of the Philippines' specific needs, the Saab Gripen CD presents a remarkably compelling case. Its design seems almost tailor-made for the PAF's operational and financial realities. The aircraft's low operational cost is perhaps its most significant advantage. A lower cost per flight hour directly translates into more flying hours for pilots, which is really the cornerstone of building a skilled and proficient combat force. It allows the PAF to conduct more frequent sovereignty patrols over the West Philippine Sea and maintain a more persistent presence. This efficiency ensures the fighter fleet is a consistently available tool of national power. The Gripen's suitability for dispersed operations is another key selling point. Its ability to take off and land on runways as short as 800 meters, advanced data link and sensor fusion allow a smaller number of aircraft to monitor large areas. The Gripen's powerful electronic warfare suite and ability to employ modern munitions, including long-range missiles like Meteor and advanced anti-ship weapons. Critically, Saab's offer often includes significant technology transfer, which would help the Philippines develop its own defense industry and achieve greater self-reliance. The real-world performance of a fighter jet with other air forces provides invaluable insight. The F-16's track record is legendary and extensive, serving as the backbone of many NATO air forces. Its operators benefit from a massive global user group, shared training, tactics development, and a vast logistics network. However, operating the F-16 often involves a deep and ongoing relationship with the United States, including end-user agreements that can limit operational independence. The Saab Gripen, while having a smaller user base, has built a strong reputation among its operators. Seen in Sweden, Czech Republic, Hungary, South Africa, Thailand, and Brazil. These nations share a common trait with the Philippines. They operate with more constrained defense budgets. Their choice was driven by a pragmatic balance between high capability and affordable life cycle costs. Thailand operates Gripens from Surat Thani to patrol regional seas, missions similar to what the PAF would undertake. Czech and Hungarian experience, leasing and NATO integration, shows flexibility and interoperability. Brazil's selection of the Gripen EF and its industrial partnership with Embraer was a major endorsement. The decision facing the Philippine Air Force between the Saab Gripen and the F-16 Fighting Falcon is about more than just comparing two fighter jets. It is about choosing a long-term strategic partner and a philosophy of air power. The F-16 Block 7072's Viper is an undisputed titan of the skies. Incredible performance, a massive weapons payload, and deep interoperability with the United States. However, high acquisition and operational costs are a significant, enduring financial burden that could limit training and maintenance. The Saab Gripen CD presents a different, arguably more suitable proposition for the Philippines. A modern, highly capable multi-role fighter designed for efficiency, ease of maintenance, operational flexibility, and lower lifecycle costs. Lower acquisition and lifecycle costs mean the PAF could afford a larger fleet and operate it more frequently. More flying hours lead to better trained pilots and a higher state of readiness. Choosing Gripen isn't taking a lesser fighter, it's right-sizing the force to build a resilient, credible, truly operational air deterrent for decades to come. It offers a smart, 21 century balance of capability and economic reality. On that count, the Swedish contender makes a powerful argument.